So it's been about approximately 3 months since I stopped using social media. And I know people consider YouTube social media, but at least for me personally, I don't, just because I don't really interact with other human beings. I just watch YouTube videos, and even that I don't watch that often. I really just record and just go on about my day and just press or just schedule my posts or uploads and just go on about my day. So, what did 3 months of social media do for me as a person, or just in general? I have some key points listed at that I'm gonna discuss, and I'm gonna dive deep into them, or just really dive into them and explain why or how this happened or what it did to me, like how did it affect me. So let's just go straight into the video. Point number one is just realizing that I was so addicted to social media to the point where I didn't have any time, or I didn't put aside time to focus on important things, or more important things that actually like benefits my life, such as focusing on my career. Like, I used to spend so much time after work just scrolling through social media, just Instagram, TikTok, brain rot, doom scroll pretty often. But once I stopped quitting social media, you have so much free time, because at least for me, I was the ultimate doom scroller. I didn't know when or how to stop. I used to stay up so late just scrolling through social media. But when I first stopped doing it, I was like, wow, I feel like I have so much free time. And I use that free time to actually focus on my career and actually study things. And I know a lot of people don't really do that about their jobs or their careers, but this career I'm interested in is something that I'm really looking forward to move up like positions into, and eventually maybe probably start my own company at. But that's just something that I spent my time doing, and I also spent I felt like I had more time working out. Like right now, like, oh, I'm not doing anything, might as well record videos. Or oh, I'm not doing anything, might as well do this, might as well cook, might as well clean. I feel like I have more time just doing more things in general. And that's point number one. And number two is just not having to worry about other people watching you, or just, I guess, quote unquote stalking you. The freedom of not worrying about other people watching you is like something that you can't pay for. You can't pay for other people to not bother about you. But there are drawbacks about this. Like, maybe you do have some friends or some followers that are wondering like, hey, where did this guy go, or yada yada. But at least for me, I don't think I'm sure people have noticed that I've been off social media for like 3 months, excluding YouTube. But no one really bothered to like text me or anything like that. So the freedom of having others not watch you is priceless. I wouldn't change it for a thing. Would I go back to social media? I've said this like a million times, but of course eventually. But by that time, I think I'll basically just use social media on the side. It won't be a thing that I'm consistently on. Like, I won't be on TikTok or Instagram just doom scrolling for hours and hours straight, wasting my day. So that's point number two. Is that point number three is just I really started enjoying life more and appreciating nature. I know that kind of sounds crazy because, you know, I finally touched grass. It's kind of crazy to say, but I finally touched grass, guys. Going outside with nature is something nice. Whenever I do cardio, I just go on walks or just jog and go on around the park or something like that. And it's just nice seeing the squirrels, seeing geese, seeing ducks, all of that. It's really nice after, you spend your whole entire life just laying in bed and just doom scrolling all the time. But it doesn't even come with just nature. It's just enjoying life more. I feel like I actually have more control of my life just because I'm off social media, which kind of seems crazy because you wouldn't think like a few apps or a certain category of apps will like derive or like spend all your time, like drain all of your energy into. And I did not even realize that until like after like a month in, or even like 2 weeks in without social media. I was like, damn, I feel like I'm more happy as a person. And I know other people, they are more happy with social media. And don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing. But at least for me personally, I found it better that I don't use social media as often or at all. So that's really point number three. I just enjoy life more. And point number four is just this pretty much goes with like number two, or it kind of equates to it, is not worrying about how many likes and comments I get on my social media posts. And I know, before you guys say anything, lucky YouTube videos are social media, like, you have likes and comments too, but I'm not really worried about this channel's progress or growth. I mean, of course, I do want it to grow. Like, who wants to start a YouTube channel without wanting other people to see it? And if you say like, oh, I never want other people to see it, like, then why don't you just post in private? You post in public for a reason, but no one's gonna admit to that. But I don't really have to worry about my likes and comments, even on YouTube videos, to be honest, because for me, I just schedule my posts and I just post it in worry free. Like, if you guys haven't noticed yet, I have my posting schedule like Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 3 times a week at 3 p.m. or approximately around 3 p.m. and I schedule it like week and a week and a half in advance. So by the time you're seeing this video, it's probably already like, it might be closer to May, but I'm recording this video on April 24th. So if you ever wonder if I'm late on something, just know I pre-record my videos, but there goes that. But not having to worry about how many likes I get and comments I get. This used to be something I was so like into or like stressed about whenever I was a younger teenager, like just entering my teenage years. Like whenever I was 13, 14, I used to worry about how many likes I get on my Instagram posts so often, to the point where it affected like me as a person. I used to be that, I used to be that lame person that joined like, oh, clout group chats or something like that. It's like, oh, they add you in a group chat and all you do is just share your post and then people hype it up. It's like, hey, I help you, you help me. But I quickly realized after that, like, why am I doing this? These people don't even care about me as a person. They just want likes. They just want it for the social status. I mean, of course, I didn't think it like that whenever I was 14 or 13. Like, I didn't have the same mindset. Obviously, I've grown since. But I slowly started grasping that concept, and I was like, these people don't even care about me, or they don't really, if I wasn't in this group chat, they wouldn't bother me. And I understand that, sometimes you meet people at places unexpected, but really once I left the group chat, everyone, like, we all unfollowed each other. It was mutual at that time, so it's just whatever. And, I didn't want that fake status of like, hey, this guy's clouded. But honestly, even after joining those group chats, I never had like a like over 100 I never had a post over 100 likes. And it's kind of crazy to talk about, but enough with yapping. That's point number 4. I don't really worry about likes and comments. That even includes YouTube. Like I stated earlier, I just want people to just watch my video and just take something from it, or just relate to me, because I'm not recording all these videos just for nothing. There is a goal, or there is a place that I want to reach eventually. And that is actually reaching unemployment and not doing anything all day besides laying in bed. But I'm just kidding, guys. But next point. My next point is just having a relaxed mindset. And I know it kind of seems like pretty obvious. I mean, if you watch this video so far, I probably wouldn't have put this as a point. I don't know why I did, but I guess whenever I was gathering up ideas, I just put it as a point. But I really had this relaxed mindset after I stopped using social media, just because I don't really have to worry about other people, and other people don't have to worry about me. Of course, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, hey, I'm not gonna like your post or something like that. But that's because I'm not on social media. Of course, like, sometimes I wonder, like, hey, how my buddies doing from high school or something like that. And no, I didn't peak in high school, guys. If anything, I grew more out of high school, if that makes sense. But I'm not really worried about, like, hey, oh my god, did you see this person post? Or like, hey, did you hear that this person and this person broke up on social media? Like, oh, they broke up. Or just really media about like stuff, even stuff like Twitch, or just rappers, musicians, anything like that. It could go with anything. It could go in any community. I didn't really have to, at least for me, I stopped worrying about that stuff, because that doesn't really directly affect me. And I know it's kind of selfish to say, but I don't really care if it's like other people breaking up. That's really selfish to say, but at least for me, it's like, we all live our own lives. We all have our own problems. Why should I be, I guess, expected to care about you so much to the point where I'm neglecting my problems. And I know I can like fix it. Like, oh, I can still help other people out while I have deal with my own issues. And of course, that's fine. But at least for me, whenever other people broke up and stuff like that, it felt like I was just consistently like just just helping them out. Which, of course, it's not a bad thing to help your homie out, but if you know, you know, you know. Like sometimes your homies are like so drained. They just don't want you to help them. They kind of just want you to just comfort them, which is fine. But like they're gonna say things that, you know, after a month or two, they're gonna be like, "Why did I say that?" You know, I was like, "Oh, I was tripping. Like, why did I say that?" You know. But moving on. Last point is really just what I stated to my as my first point. Just focusing on my career without distractions at all, guys. And I know you guys are kind of wondering what my career is, but I'm kind of gonna gatekeep that just because why not, you know? I don't really feel like people are interested in my career path, and YouTube isn't my career path, surprisingly. You know, if I've always wanted to create content on the side, I don't know if I'm artistic or anything like that. I just always had this passion to just create content or just do anything. You know, I used to video edit so many times, but enough yapping with that. I'm really just focusing on my career now. So I have books and stuff to study. I have, I guess, forums or something like that to read, like, in case I ever run into a problem or in case I ever wonder what's wrong. And of course, you know, it's kind of weird to admit this, but I kind of use Reddit more often than I think I would, just because it has every answer to every problem or every question you ask. Like, you can literally search up anything, and if you put Reddit right after, there's gonna be like thousands of forums just about it. Like, hey, this exact thing happened. Like, oh, this time, this date, this assignment, or something like that. Or hey, if I had this issue, what can I do to fix it? And that's the good thing about social media. You know, there's so many people just I guess conversing, if that's a word, just chatting with each other, just saying, putting their opinions out, just saying, hey, this might be wrong for you, might do this, or if it's not this, you could dive deeper and tell me what's wrong with it. You know, that's a benefit of social media, but at the same time, I don't think it outweighs the cons. So that's pretty much all I have for today's video, guys. I apologize if this kind of fast, kind of slow. I don't know. I've been kind of yapping, but 3 months without social media has been great for me. Will I plan on going for a year? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? And if you guys see these videos, if you're watching this far, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. Peace.